think we're live. Are we live?
I think so. Andy?
You don't hear music?
Andy? We are definitely live, by the way. I appreciate that.
Here we go. Credits.
It's music.
Now
It should be the rallying call at the start of each episode.
It's our theme song.
I'm not hearing music as a note.
I couldn't hear any in.
I mean, I can hear the Outrun soundtrack in my brain, but I think that's just a normal thing.
Chat
I think
is saying-
I think that's just
Yeah, chat is saying they can't hear music, so I think something went wrong, and it was just long, awkward silence.
I was kind of waiting. And I'm like, if I don't hear music, they don't hear music. Hey, everybody, it's Helpful Goat, and we're having a new form of tech problem. How are y'all doing tonight?
I like awkward silences. I like that moment where you've been with someone for so long, the awkward silences are okay, and then something happens in the relationship, and the awkward silences come back, and you both look at each other and realize, oh shit, something's changed. Now an awkward silence is real, as opposed to just like, whatever, it's an awkward silence. Who gives a shit? That is a strange moment in a relationship.
That's depressing.
That just made me so sad.
Well,
Sorry,
now it is an
dudes.
opening to a Helpful Goat stream because Adam's sad.
Well,
Just shows you about the journey I've gone in my love life, you know.
I completely hear you and understand. So, hi everybody. I'm Adam, and I'm introducing the stream.
Is Andy dead?
No, can you not hear me?
Okay, now I can hear
Have
you.
you been talking about this?
I haven't been able to
can
hear
hear
you
you.
until now.
I've been waiting for you guys to shut up so I can talk.
Yeah, no, but we should. We should make sure that Galway can hear the Roll20 music maybe before we do anything else. Should we just kick off the stream with that tech resolution?
Sure. Can you guys hear something in the background?
No. Okay. Wait. Just a second. I can. I can't. But I have an idea.
Andy's a little distorted to me, not in his personality. I mean, in the way he speaks.
That too.
That too.
Yeah,
Trust
that's
us.
it. Anyone else
Okay.
hearing Andy a little bit like he's
Now I've
underwater?
got. Wait. Just a second. Now I have music. Okay. Hi everyone. If we had a face cam on me right now, you would just see me sort of pinching my brow. It's fine.
Twitch is saying that they need Andy.
Andy louder. He's too quiet.
I'm too quiet.
Yeah, his volume just bottomed out again from like where he was in sound check.
Right, it's fluctuating.
Like he
'cause
dropped.
sounded fine for
he
sound
dropped
checks.
probably 15% in my ear.
Yeah.
Yay!
If anyone was wearing spectacles right now, they'd take them off really slowly and just kind of grab hold of the sides of their eyebrows.
Oh, I'm doing that. Literally, I wear glasses.
It's one of those.
The glasses are now on the stack of D&D books next to me. I'm pinching the bridge of my nose.
Nice.
It's fine.
I think that was some weird like Roll20 stuff because I did start hearing the music but then like I saw in the Roll20 jukebox like Andy switched to new tracks, but I kept hearing like 45 more seconds of the theme song. So it is some weird Roll20 stuff going on. But since this is a live recording, I say if we want to try, Andy, let's just pretend that in 10 seconds we just landed in Twitch and kind of like do what you were meaning to do.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, can you hear me? Everything sound all right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. Well, hello and welcome to Dom and Dragons, the podcast where Helpful Code Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons with Dominic Monaghan.
What's up, friends?
I'm Andrew Gilbert, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as every week for a while here, Dominic Monaghan playing the halfling monk Cryon Fane.
Hello, friends. How's it going? Hope everyone's okay. It's absolutely splitting the rocks, roasting hot here in LA. So it's been a day of avoiding the sun and trying not to get kind of overtired and sweaty, and looking forward to a fun escape into the land where dragons and dungeons reign.
I love it. I love it. Perfect attitude. Also, the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the turtle druid, Mikek Tumbledown.
Hey, everybody.
Lena, playing Elif Fire.
Hi.
And Adam, playing Connie Demure.
Quiet.
Boo.
All right. Well, hey, we're on Twitch and we're live, obviously. So feel free to ask questions in the chat. We have a lovely group of regulars that can probably answer most of the questions about the game and about us. And we're going to be, keeping an eye on chat as best we can. But we will probably get busy at some point. We are Twitch affiliate, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And anyone who has Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free through Twitch Prime, and it's easy to get those accounts linked and set up. This is a live recording, just remember. So, yeah, there might be some weird stuff or technical difficulties, or Adam might shout obscenities, or
Andy's dog will unplug his router.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen because it's happening.
I just realized that I actually did shout it, and so if the kids heard it, they were probably being completely silent. Like, what is it?
We were being good, Uncle Adam. But hey, that's all fun, normal D&D stuff, and we're going to edit this for the podcast. And you can start to listen to the podcast if you go to anywhere you get your podcasts. If you just search for Goats and Dragons, you can find the Dom and Dragons right there. It's brilliantly edited, and so far has been an amazing story. I'm super excited to see how this goes. Also, a couple big thank yous to Sam Winnie, who wrote the theme song "Beasts of Burden," which hopefully you heard a little bit of.
I literally don't think they did, by the way.
Probably.
I didn't hear any of it.
And Monty, at Miraculous Monty on Twitter, for the character art, including my amazingly cute Dungeon Master. I love it so much. And yeah, Galway, do we have any other amazing supporters?
Yeah, we do. Just quick thanks to some followers since last time we played: Rimforge76, Estel Gaming, Lasito Sabe, Diego Luna 2304, Alehidi25, Tom Sith, and Lilana Dia. Thank you so much for those follows. And particular thank you for the tier 1 sub Bouquet of Fun, and Jade Dragonis with the follow right now. You snuck into the first announcement. Hold on.
Snuck into the first round there. I love it. All right. I think without further ado, we can jump into tonight's game. So, welcome back to Burden, a muddy spot under the boot of the Gohonian army. If you have a sword, you best know when to draw it. If you have money, you've probably already left. And if there's someone you trust at this forgotten place, you hold on to them. We're all just trying to make it here, and maybe we ain't looking too close about what you gotta do to be good in a place like Burden. Last time, having made their way back to Burden Prison, they met a shape changer named Grom Catchery. He claims to be a rebel of some renown, though you've never heard of him. He also claims that a weapon, one that could destroy any opposition to the Gohonians, is supposed to be coming through Burden soon. Grom needs to get back to his troop in the north. Until then, he seems to be relying on you to make sure he's safe while he recovers from his time in prison. See, Grom is being hunted, and one of the hunters found him early this morning. A beast from another plane of existence, a monster that breathed fire and smelled of sulfur, attacked the group. Luckily, they slew the beast without any casualties. And as its body fell, it let out a mournful howl, a death bellow, before it turned to ash. Now, your heart slumps in your chest as you hear another answering bellow from somewhere further in town. The wind has picked up just a little bit, It's begun to sprinkle. What is it you would all like to do?
I'd like Roll20 not to have kicked me.
No,
20.
did you get that message too? Your connection to the server has been interrupted. Is it us, or did everyone else get that?
I got that too. Just checked.
I did not get any Roll20 message.
Oh, Roll20 is displeased.
I saw it. I just got it.
That's an HTML render error. That indicates something's not coming back from the server, right?
Interesting.
Geek.
Yep.
What a great auspicious start.
Yeah.
Enjoy Roll20's scenic loading screen, everyone. Okay, so we've already had like Andy has lost internet Q&A. Do we now need to have Roll20 appears to have lost internet Q&A?
They're not reporting.
Slow, isn't it?
It was really slow for me loading in before. They're not reporting any major service disruptions.
Slowly.
Oh, I hear music again.
I seem to be
Loading.
Okay.
Loading.
I have a screen.
Coming back.
I don't have music, but I'm just seeing all the music paused. Like the progress bars aren't going. Good lord, Roll20.
Can you see a map of the town?
No.
I like that
either.
people following us on Twitch are kind of seeing the same load screen as well. But
Oh yeah, they should be because they're seeing my screen. Now I see a town.
There's the map.
All right, so it's a little slow.
Oh, okay.
But
shit. So you had done the transition back when you said that? All right, that's a 10-second delay.
Sounds good.
And I still don't have
why
music.
Don't we practice rolling a die real quick and see if that does anything?
Practice rolling. All right, I rolled a D20 5 minutes ago.
I got that D4.
So D4.
The D3 just came in. Just as a note, I'm going to click a D20 right now.
Sure.
All right, that was on time for me.
Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Are you playing music, Andy?
Yay, Roll20. I am light music.
See, I hear the music and see it playing.
There is no music. My now playing is Before the Storm and Desert Winds, both of them frozen. All
right, we got this. I will just do it for the stream, okay? It sounds like this.
Oh, no.
I could play the ocarina if you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We got...
So do I dare reload again?
I think it's probably good for now.
Let's
They're never going to have music then. Probably. Oh, Twitch one of the tracks just went away. Now it's playing.
I'm just restarting the tracks.
Now it looks like they're actually playing for me in terms of a progress bar. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I've got some background noise now.
All right, I think we're good then. Thanks, everyone. Live!
We're just getting them all out at the start of the episode.
Yeah, all at the start. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah.
We just heard another howl.
What would you like to do? You heard another howl.
Okay, gang.
Yeah.
Let's think.
You were again right outside of Mikek's place, the apothecary, and
from the floor where he's like slid backwards from the fire blast and is just laying on his back. I miss the good old days when the worst things we had to deal with were rampant corruption and incompetence. Ow.
Yeah, I mean, right? That was like a lot more fun. Honestly, this is not fun. You look pretty hurt.
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
Damn.
Should we head back into the house, you guys?
Yeah. Cryon, you and me gotta head back into the house, but I just gotta tell you, the way you killed that demon beast was pretty badass. And I think that on the other side of all this, you and I could team up to be some pretty badass bounty hunters. Just something to think about.
Thank you, Connie. I really appreciate that. Honestly, I think I got lucky, but I really appreciate what you're saying. And yeah, let's get inside. Maybe we can Maybe we can buff ourselves up a little bit.
Yeah, with any luck, we'll go in there and everything will be totally fine. And neither of our new comrades will be gravely, oh my, Ruggick, Turtle. Wait, I gotta pull up my list. Raphael. I forget which one I haven't done yet.
You used that one before.
Maybe I got through all of them.
You did. You definitely got through all of them. Not that I know what media franchise you're copying.
All right. Oh my God. Oh my Ruggick, Mitch McConnell. You look like shit.
I will beat you to death with a shillelagh if you call me that ever again.
No, I checked it off the list. It's all good.
Grom comes over and helps you up, McKeck.
Thank you.
You're still smoking just a little bit.
I'm just going to assume that was one of the things hunting you then.
Yes, it appears so.
You mentioned a master.
Right. They've gotten a bit more intense lately. Seems I've really pissed them off.
I don't suppose he's a diminutive, frail man without much penchant for fighting?
Seems to be a magical walking suit of armor, actually.
Son of a Rogek.
Only saw him once, from a distance, but... Yes, is everyone okay? Thank you so much for helping.
Do I look okay?
He brushes some of the ash off of your shell. Oh, you're fine, yes. Everything's fine here.
I mean, he looks like pretty screwed up to me, right? He looks pretty messed up. I think we messed him up a lot.
Yeah. Do you have something in your house that deals with those type of injuries? My total friend.
McKeck, you have about enough supplies if you wanted to. If you wanted to spend an hour, you could probably make 2 healing potions.
Would that also be able to be paired with? Would that count as an activity during which I could short rest?
Yeah. It's you.
Hey,
for
I'd
you,
love a short rest.
Yes. Yeah, you've done this so many times before. It becomes second nature if you wanted to.
Just because it specifically says you can read or cook, and I kind of figured it's that level. I'm just going to sort of drag myself slowly over to the apothecary herbalist counter and yeah, I'm just going to work on something here for a moment. Feel free to make yourselves at home. Perhaps brew some tea. Don't set my house on fire. Looking at you, Elif.
What if I did set your house on fire? Because it might be kind of fun, right? It might be a new adventure of your house being on fire.
No.
Okay.
No. Guys, all right. Grom. Now you're talking about this master's kind of a suit of armor. You said? Is that what you said?
I've only seen him from a distance, but just seemed to be a glowing thing wearing armor. Yeah, that's all it was.
A glowing thing wearing armor. Have you ever happened to hear it howl in response to its demonic beast being slaughtered?
No, but the other ones would.
Oh, I see. All right, that makes sense. There are more of those fuckers. Okay. All right, just trying to get myself braced for what's coming.
Like how many more? How many more of those fuckers do we have to deal with?
Well, me and my friends had killed one before, and there's the one you just killed now. Maybe one more?
Okay, all right. Maybe I should go. Should we go out there and do something with that one? Maybe bury it or hide it.
The pile of ash?
Yeah, Crane, you look out the window and the wind is now just blowing the ash away. There's nothing left of this thing.
Well, that's good. So they can't track that one's scent, maybe.
I mean, I think they probably heard where it was when it died, right? Because it howled really loudly. So they probably heard that since they responded.
Mixing faster.
All right, I vote that for the next hour, while we're potentially haunted by dark demonic beasts, that we sort of hide, crouched down, sitting on one side of this wall or this counter, so that if the demonic beasts were to come right behind us, it would be this really tense moment where we're all hiding down here on the floor while like demon legs and feet are like above and behind us. You guys know what I'm saying?
I have no idea, but could you hand me that satchel?
Yeah, here you go. Here, I'll toss the satchel your way. Anyway, maybe we should just hide out here for a bit and keep an eye out. I'm gonna go sit by that window. I feel like I'm losing track of myself and my character a bit, so I'm just gonna sit and keep watch.
If you're gonna do a watch, Connie, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'll do that.
Thank you. And anyone else who wants to keep watch, go ahead and do that. Or otherwise, how do you spend this hour?
Yeah, I'll help out with keeping watch.
Yeah, same.
Right. Yeah, anyone who wants to, give me a perception check.
Ooh, I rolled a 7.
A 21 for Connie.
Hang on, my character sheet is just booting up here after
Very good.
after roll 20 kind of lost its mind a little bit. Here we go. Maybe not. Hang on. No. Oh, there might be a few perception checks coming in here.
You're all good. We'll go
So far, it's the 17.
17.
Yeah, we'll stick with that. Oh,
Very
sorry,
nice.
guys. It was
Here they
glitchy.
Not at all.
Oh, an 18. Oh, no, it can't count. Here comes a 20. No.
No, all right. Yeah, you. So Elif, you're sort of looking out the window, but you're just kind of a bit scared and terrified that you're just going to see those two glowing red eyes pop up again. So you're kind of averting your gaze. Cryon and Connie, you seem to be pretty brave in just watching out here. You see the rain start to get a little bit harder. You both notice there's a storm coming in. Other than that, you don't see much. In fact, you don't see many townsfolk either. A few of them that you do see kind of across this green square seem to be kind of running into their homes. Not a lot of activity.
Aside from running into their home, like, do they look scared of something?
It might be the rain.
Yeah.
They might be scared of the rain.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Some scary sounding rain.
Yeah.
There's actually a little bit of thunder there.
Yeah, the rain is definitely picked up. You do hear some thunder in the distance. And at this point, you've completed a short rest. So, Cryon, I think you get back your key point that you spent.
I'm going to be rolling
some hit dice.
3 hit dice. Just because
Okay.
I should declare it before I start rolling.
Yeah.
Andy, what's the diff between a long rest and a short rest? What do you gain more from a long rest than a short rest?
A long rest will automatically take all your hit points to maximum. If you had any effects from your character that only proc once a day, those get returned to you. Spells of spellcasters get returned on a long rest for most part. Although I think warlocks get something back on a short rest. Is that true?
They get everything back on a short rest.
Elif?
I get my spell slots back.
Yeah, and monks I think get a lot back on the short rest.
Druids get nothing.
Yeah, you are quite
damn.
good to cry on it at centering yourself and rejuvenating
Of course.
yourself.
Yeah, that speaks to the character, right? That's cool.
I'm going to roll 3 hit dice also.
Okay. And then a short
start.
rest allows you to do this dice thing, which gives you some of your hit points back. Oh, that's good.
Not bad.
There's currently definitely a 10-second delay between me clicking it.
Yeah. I had that because
Awesome.
on my first and second dice, I clicked right before my first die rolled the second time. I'm like, oh, I guess it's resolved. I then click again. I'm like, oh no, it's not resolved. I'm gonna stop clicking because I think I've clicked 3 times now.
Very good, Connie. Yeah, you got 22. Did I count that right?
Yeah, I probably only needed 2 hit dice, but that's okay.
All good. You see Grom then staring out the window, also very intently, looking at the dark storm clouds above forming. Yeah, and then Makek, did you make a couple healing potions as well?
Yep.
All right.
I kind of pictured this as like there were a couple of mostly assembled and even partially like decocted kits ready to go.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Cryon and Connie, as you're sort of looking out, you see people sort of shutting their windows, the shutters on them. Connie, you think even through the rain and the thunder, you hear some shouts, perhaps in the distance.
All right. Sounds like
Seems like-
something's going on.
Yeah, seems to me like something is on its way over here. Can I shout out to the people that we can hear in ear distance, and like how's Cryon's hearing ability? Can he sense things like that?
Decently,
Is
yeah.
that a good idea?
Give me a perception check if you're trying to listen specifically for like.
Yeah, I would assume that halflings have good ears, right? I mean, they did in rings.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
16. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Cryon. Yeah, you're able to kind of get a sense of the direction, and you hear not like the cries of a fight or a battle or anything. These are seemingly just kind of scared cries of fear more than anything. And then very quickly in front of this place, someone just bolts right past the doors, and it kind of scares you for a second. They just clomp their sort of way through the mud and the rain that is pooled in front of this place. They're definitely running, away from something.
All right. Sounds like something's terrorizing this town as it comes after our new friend Grom here. And I don't know about the rest of you, but as shitty and rotten as Burden can be, it's my town. And I'm gonna defend it, or something.
Yeah,
Is that
nobody
arousing
terrorizes this.
speech?
That is so rousing. That's like the most rousing thing you've ever said, Connie. Nobody terrorizes this town but us, right?
Hell yeah. Let's go out, though,
Wait,
in
what?
the streets so we have a different place to fight in, maybe. We don't want to have 2 fights in the same area of the town. That would be redundant.
Yeah,
Maybe.
good call. Is there a more open plan area, or could we bust out in?
Yeah, I'd also just enjoy not having a second fight in my home/garden.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It was out of consideration for you, Bowser. Okay.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah,
a dragon.
If you step out into the alleyway right next to McKeck's place, that leads to the main street in town.
Yeah, what do you think about that, guys? I'd like to hide. I'd like to, if something's coming, I'd like to get myself into a position where we put it in a trapped position between us all.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Run down a
and-
side street or something.
Yeah, and Connie he does have the surprise attack feature that I'd love to be able to use. So yeah, maybe should Cryon and Connie like try to head up this little attack? I mean, Connie first as kind of a tank, and like I don't know if we want to. It might be too late to try to like cross this main road, so we can come at these things from like two angles. But maybe we can at least go down this alley and get a sense of how close this glowing armor thing is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, I was hoping to get around here, but I think that might be a little too far.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So you step out, Connie. You go into the alleyway. Every once in a while, just someone seems to run past on the main road, but it's a little odd. You do see people kind of running in both directions. One person took off to the left, away from the center of town, but 2 or 3 people kind of took off to the right, toward the center of town. You could probably stop someone if you wanted to. You look around and you don't see any immediate threats. And Cryon, you're doing the same, stepping out into this green square here.
Are you guys seeing me move my cursor? Can I get here to this little nook alleyway?
Click and hold in your mouse, and we'll see kind of a radiating circle like this. That I'm making.
Can you guys see like there?
Yeah, we can see you're there. Yeah, you move over there, and you're looking around as well. You just see a few people kind of running through the streets. To your right now, Cryon, you can hear some cries and some maybe a very loud voice speaking in the center of town to your right.
If I can, like, ask someone what's going on, what would that be? Is that another perception check?
No, just you catch someone, you kind of quickly motion over someone who's running. What would you like to ask him?
Cryon kind of puts his hand on the person's shoulder, and they kind of jump a little bit, and as he catches the person's eye, they look down at him, and he says, "Well, what have you seen? What's wrong? What's happening?"
Oh, there's something in the middle of town. Oh, it's got a couple of tanks of a hook. Oh, I don't want no part of it. And he backs away and starts to kind of run away.
In the center of town. The center of town is up, kind of.
Right, yeah. Kind of to the northeast.
This way?
Yeah, if you see my marker, this way.
Yeah.
And if that's where Connie heard, or like got the sense that people were kind of running into their houses and stuff, I guess in my mind, Connie has kind of envisioned the danger being in that direction. So he might, if he sees anybody he knows, or even a stranger, he doesn't give a shit, who's running toward the center of town, he'll say to them, "Hey, what's going on down there? What are you running away from?"
Yeah, you catch a couple kobolds as they're kind of scurrying around. And one of them says, they're gonna kill someone. I'm gonna go see who it is.
Wait. Who's gonna kill someone? Are you talking about big demon wolves or the Gahonian army?
Oh, I don't know. I just heard they're gonna kill someone.
So let me, before you run, well, hold on. Are you running out of fear of what's behind you, or perverse excitement about what lies ahead?
The second one.
It's burden. Which do you think?
All right, that's cool. Okay, all right. Thank you. You can go now. And Connie will kind of trot down to Cryon.
Yeah.
What do you see? What do you think's going on?
I don't think we're really going to get a good enough look unless we get a little closer. Do Do you want to get a little closer?
Well, I think there's nothing for it. And he'll peek back around. All right, you two. You ready? I suspect that this is all part of the mission of finding your sister. We talked about it earlier, but just as way of a recap, Grom. Is Grom here? Where's Grom?
Yeah, Grom's here, yeah.
Hey, Grom, how's it going? You're trying to get information about a secret weapon that could end the war. And we suspect that your sister, he's looking at Mikak, is involved in this, and she's vanished. So, yeah, this battle makes sense narratively. So let's go. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good. Elif, as you step into the street, a red-haired tabaxi runs up to you, whose fur is kind of that almost fox red, and you recognize them. They're a member of one of your gang. Her name's Margantha. You call her Marg. She runs up. She goes, Elif, Elif.
Yeah. What's up?
They have Rosie.
No. Rosie left like years ago. Right? She's been gone.
That's what they're saying. They have Rosie.
They can't. What? I don't know what you mean that they have Rosie. Rosie's gone.
I don't know. Come with me, quick.
I'm gonna take off following her.
Yeah. So she'll kind of dart in that direction then as well.
I'm just running after her.
Okay.
Oh, there she goes. Oh,
yeah, and the rest of you following Elif, or?
Krugget, damn it, that's my bounty. I can't let her get killed. Let's go.
That's my friend.
Yeah, she can be both. People can be more than one thing.
Wait, did Connie just call Elif his friend?
No, he said you're Connie's bounty and Mikek's friend.
No, I'm Connie's friend.
Not yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right. As you rush down the street, Grom kind of trailing behind you. You see a crowd gathered up ahead in one of the squares. There are guards sort of keeping the crowd back. You see familiar faces of the town have gathered around here. You see a very large demonic dog standing on one of the kind of stone raised stages of the square. A guard there as well, and something like a glowing suit of armor, really. No face, just kind of a pulsing red glow from inside this thing.
Which direction are we coming from on this map, Andy?
Yep, you're coming from the west side.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
You should be up here.
These guards all in front of us, they're not necessarily bad people. They're the guys running law and order in Burden. They don't have an issue with us necessarily. Is that right?
Right. And as actually Cryon, you look at them, you see a familiar guard, one of the familiar soldiers, the one that saw you hide the dagger, and then didn't say anything about it.
Ooh.
That's this one down here, if you see me.
I see that guy. That's interesting because I was wondering if Cryon could move to like here. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe
Kind of slightly hidden by this bush, a little bit of cover by this shelter, and then options to go this way, options to go this way.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Grom has transformed into one of the soldiers as well, wearing the red and white of the Goholian army. He looks just like a normal soldier, human soldier.
Oh.
So as all of you have kind of gotten to this point, you do see a person kind of kneeling on the cement stage up here as well in front of one of the guards. And Elif, would you mind describing what Rosie looks like real quick?
I sure would mind, because I never thought about it.
Or give us a race or something, or whatever you were envisioning.
She's a woman.
Good so far.
Who's kind of tall, and she's got really tan skin and like shock white hair. It's hard to tell if it's because she's old or if she just has white hair.
Yeah.
And she looks very dexterous and smart.
Beautiful. Excellent. She is staring straight ahead with a very kind of determined, fierce look on her face. Her hands are bound, and she's kneeling up there.
Excuse me.
And Cryon, were you gonna?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Can Cryon, who's kind of in a not quite prone, but like crouched down, covered by this bush position, can he, kind of throw his voice a little towards that guard that seems to be friendly and say, hey, and as he gets the guy's attention, who kind of spins around because he's a bit nervous, Cryon says, "What's happening? What's going on?"
It's you. It's you. We had orders to collect some of the people in town. They're looking for someone, and I'm sorry, I don't know more than that right now.
Okay.
Looks bad though.
Okay, thanks.
How does Rosie look? You said she's kneeling, her hands are bound.
Yeah, she doesn't look roughed up or anything. She just looks wet. It's raining pretty hard.
Does she look like she's in danger?
I mean,
like actively, like in the next 1 minute, they're gonna cut off her head.
But wait, because we have to look at all options, right? She's on a stage. She's wet. Is there a chance she's just finished that performance in Flashdance with the bucket, and she's
Yeah. So what's going on?
Like it was a bad performance, and there's kind of crickets going on, and just wondering.
It's very possible. Well, not very. It's not really possible.
To explore all options, you guys.
Yeah. You see the armed creature thing move toward her, almost gliding very gracefully for how large it is. And it grabs sort of the scruff of her neck, but really the back of her cloak, and kind of lifts her up with one hand to her feet. And then everyone in the area here hears the same whisper, but almost in their head. And it just says, "I am looking for someone. I believe they are in this town. They are named Grom. And if you do not hand them over, we will burn all of this stinking, rotting town to the ground."
Do I think it's wet enough out that trying to burn things, just generally speaking, wouldn't go great? Just for that for their edification, for mine.
Yeah. You think that fire would do damage, but it wouldn't spread very easily. Sure.
Okay. Hold on.
Andy, who said that? Who was the person who just called out for Grom? The person next to this hellhound thing?
It's hard to tell. They seem to be kind of angled and gesturing as if they were speaking, but you really only heard that in your head. Does that make sense?
Interesting. Like the Emperor's voice.
Yeah.
Connie's keeping a very close eye on Elif. Presumably he knows, or at least got the sense that this is somebody that Elif knows, so he's prepared to follow her if she darts in any direction.
Okay.
And he might try to improvise with strength a scenario if that happens, but let's sit on that.
Okay.
Another potential. Oh, go on, Lena. Go on, Lena.
No, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say another potential is, they're asking for Grom. Okay, so if Grom is kind of wheeled out to them as if someone is offering Grom to them, and then it's revealed that because I could be behind Grom, potentially unseen, and get an attack in without them knowing, and then depending on where Connie and Elif are, we could spring a surprise attack. But I mean, I don't think Connie hiding behind Grom is going to be surprising, but certainly I might be able to.
Well, no, that's really good thinking. And now I'm also wondering if, and Connie to a smaller degree would wonder this, I guess, if they have a way of knowing, like, if Grom is shapeshifted, if they can, like, tell immediately whether it's him or not. Because if not, they might think that Elif or well, again, I'm getting ahead of myself because I do not know what Lena's about to do. But we might be able to pass off one of us as Grom momentarily, but who knows? Let's see what Lena does and kind of follow her lead.
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame on this bush over here. The one I just pinged.
Down here? Okay.
Yeah, and if that doesn't seem like... I'm trying to create chaos and distraction. If that doesn't seem like it's creating enough, I'm gonna cast it on the house that's right by us also.
Gotcha.
Like there.
Yeah.
Do I know whose house that is?
I don't give a fuck. Elif doesn't give a fuck. Lena might give a fuck.
Sure, totally.
This house is one of the merchants of town, but you're not too understanding who it is. You cast fire over here to the right. Immediately, some of the townsfolk over here have started to kind of back away and shout. A few of the crowd starts to get a little pushy, kind of at this, because it looks almost like they think that person started a fire already, since they were just screaming about it. But you see the figure over here by Rosie let go of her for a moment.
Just a second, my Roll20 crashed all the way down.
Yay!
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it just was bye.
Yeah. The suit of armor steps down onto the mud with a clank, and is considering the fire over here. And then you hear that same voice in your head. It appears there is a magic user among you. Fighting will be futile. There is only death on such a path.
Is this guy Werner Herzog?
Maybe. Shut up. At this, the Hound steps right next to Rosie then as well. The guard on stage is backing up the soldier.
I mean, guys, if we're going to fight, I don't know if we are going to fight. We have to decide that as a group. But if we are going to fight, we have to get in a much better position than what we're in right now. Try and get ourselves into some sort of flanking position. Because if they threw something at us, we're all completely concentrated in one area. I might like to go around here if I can. here?
Yeah, do you want to dart behind the house?
Yeah, could I dart behind the house and kind of just be here behind the burning bush a little bit?
Sure. Do you want to be kind of stealthy as you come around the house so that they can't hear
Yeah.
or see you?
Is that a stealth?
Cool.
Is
Give me
that
a
a stealth roll?
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Ooh, these dice are definitely
A little delayed.
delayed. Hang on.
There we go.
Wow. Oh, it might be two. Oh, I rolled it twice. I'm sorry, dudes.
Oh,
Three times.
3 times.
Yeah. A 7 is it appears people are hearing you kind of slop through the now kind of ankle deep water to kind of get over here to this position. The creature seems to see you over there, but he is unconcerned, as it does look like the crowd in general is getting a little bit more feisty.
So as Connie sees Cryon dart that direction, he's gonna look at Grom. What is Grom doing right now? What's his energy like?
He is wide-eyed, and as soon as you turn to look at him, he just stares at you directly and just like slowly kind of shakes his head no.
Look, Grom, you can look like a guard, none of us can. Would you be willing to take us closer into the middle of town? Will they be able to tell that it's you just by looking at you?
Maybe, I don't know. I could try.
Over in this other group, McKeck is sort of quietly, not in the sense of quietly so it would be hard to hear him, but so that it isn't obvious. Like, he's not just standing there shouting, but he's saying to the people around him, This isn't fair. They said that they only said they would burn it if they couldn't find him. Look, they're already trying to burn down our town.
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll. Or
Look,
performance.
Grom.
Either one, yeah.
Look, Grom, you can do this. Just don't try to tell them what their
8.
favorite color is, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're starting to, a few people around you are starting to go, no, that's right. That's right. You see a lizard folk over here specifically, like holding onto a sword on his belt. It's not quite inspiring action yet, but it seems to be getting them riled up.
I was gonna say, if I'm not trying to inspire them to action, or if I'm not inspiring them to action, I at least want to sort of keep their tempers hot.
Sure. Yeah, you can feel the energy of this crowd is starting to raise as well. And Connie, as you're talking to Grom, Elif, your fire is still burning. Cryon, you feel like you're in an interesting position to do something if you need to. You hear that voice in your head again. I know he is here. We can smell him.
What do you want to do, you guys? I mean, this seems like it's only going one way, and the first attack is usually the thing that gives a crew the best advantage. Like, what do we think here?
Yeah.
You got to try and separate them, I think, don't you? In some way, so that we can deal with one, deal with another. Like, if it comes in as a group, we could be in trouble here.
Yeah, maybe.
Grom kind of looks at you, Connie, and then grabs you sort of by the arm and starts to kind of move you out toward the center of the area,
and
if you let him.
Yeah, I'll kind of murmur to him like, yeah, we're just going past through the town. We're not going straight up to them. We're just walking by on unrelated business, right? And then in 3 seconds, I'm going to take a swing at you. Well, maybe not. Let me think this through.
You guys are good. Take your time. You're fine.
While they're sort of debating that,
Yeah.
you had commented that, like, even the guards that were sort of restraining the crowd seemed a little bit uncomfortable, right?
Especially this one down here, the one that Cryon was talking to. Yeah. There's two more over here by you, and they seem a little bit more aggressive, kind of shoving people back with like the broad side of their spears and stuff.
So I'm gonna come down this way so that I'm by him, but I just look like a member of the crowd. It's like,
right.
You can't let them do this. You can't let them burn down this town. We've done nothing.
I don't want to. I just want to go home. They say towns are burning all over Gahonia. I just want to go home. I want this to be over.
We'd like that too.
Well,
but maybe you have to take a stand to make that happen. Otherwise, a town is going to burn right here, and it will be because of you.
At this, you see a familiar-looking goblin on a sled, driven by two wolves, kind of bound up into the middle of town then as well. And he starts to kind of shout at this creature up here.
Well, you found me. If I can't be where the birds are, then at least I could be here.
At this, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself while he's talking.
Interesting.
Goblin, the real MVP.
Nice. Is there an option for, can Cryon make fire darts from this burning bush, or is he not proficient in that skill, or is that even something you can do?
It's Dungeons and Dragons, man. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I love that answer.
It's a burning bush. There are a few pretty sharp, sort of pointed sticks that if you gathered them up a little bit, yeah, you could probably get three if you kind of go this way and burn a couple of the sort of wooden stakes almost.
Yeah, I'm going to do that super covert while this thing is just happening in front of me.
All right. The goblin then shouts,
I am Grom!
and his wolves start to go. Oh! The thing points at the goblin, and the two guards over here rush. One of them picks up the goblin, who again doesn't have any legs, and holds him kind of in the air. The other one is looking at the two wolves with a spear and is just holding it there. And it looks immediately like the wolves are about to attack the guards for then touching their master. As that happens, this armored creature stands up, holds an arm out, and two hands made of the mud of the ground grab the wolves from behind.
As soon as he moves away from Rosie, I'm moving in.
Beautiful. I like it.
And is the dog looking at what the goblin is doing, or is it focused on Rosie?
It seems to be looking at Rosie then as well.
Which
and
direction is she facing?
As these wolves are sort of held in place by this massive mud hand that has grabbed the backside of them, their teeth are just biting and gnashing in the air, and they're barking at this. And the goblin is just kind of being held up by one of the guards. Elif, you see this creature then immediately turn, seemingly to look at you, and says, only in your head, I would back away very slowly, one of you.
So, and I do, sorry, not to interrupt that. Go.
Okay, Andy, tell me if I can do this. Instead of backing away slowly, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat and drag Rosie with me. Is this doable?
Yes. Dragging someone then will be half of your movement. But with Expeditious Retreat, you can get another 30 feet away, it looks like.
So, before we sort of resolve some of that, you said that there are big hands of mud, right?
Yes.
And they're like sort of like a 5-foot square.
Yeah.
And I see them, and they're holding these wolves.
Yes.
Okay. Just as a note, I have no idea where Elif is. And I've been sort of focused on this side of things.
Yeah, Elif is invisible.
From back in the crowd, I am going to gently make a gesture.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Mold Earth on one of the hands, because they are formed of loose earth.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to disperse them.
All right. You see that hand sort of loosen its grip immediately, kind of wrench back, shake in the air, and then just fall to the ground with a slop back into the earth. The armored creature spins around, and that wolf just immediately jumps on one of the guards holding his Goblin Master.
That's a good boy.
Nice.
So during this chaos, Connie would take advantage of the fact that this guy was starting to approach the goblin, and then for some reason Connie doesn't see Elif either. Like, he turns around and is going that way, and then all this stuff with the mold earth is happening. Connie would take this opportunity in the next, again, assuming, Lena, that you're doing that expeditious retreat thing.
Yeah, as soon as the night turns around, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, awesome.
And he just did.
Perfect. Then, and if you want to resolve that for this moment, that's great. But Connie will be taking that moment to kind of do a surprise attack on the whatever the fuck this thing is.
All right.
So those are like happening simultaneously, right? Like, I'm trying to run away and he's getting attacked at the same time, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
this will be kind of a surprise round. So Cryon, if you want to do anything mechanically, or Makek, if you want to do anything more, go ahead.
So just so I understand where the scene that Makek knows, right?
Yeah. Elif, do you turn non-invisible when you do expeditious retreat? Yes. Okay. So you will pop.
But I would argue that the doggy is distracted because its master is getting attacked, so it might not see where we're going.
Maybe, yeah.
And Dom, it's just for the question you posted in Discord, it's the fourth option down on that menu on the left side. A little, like, ruler in a circle for checking distance.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry to do that out loud when you typed in there. I'm like, I don't want to type. But just so I understand sort of the scene that we've set.
Yeah.
Elif is gone. I don't know any of that. Connie is in the middle of the square, and Grom is with him, and I would assume that he has some plan of jumping someone. I heard, because Cryon didn't roll that well for stealth, I probably have a pretty good idea that Cryon faded that way. Yeah. I used Mold Earth, and it appeared to dispel the mud hand. We now have a wolf mauling occurring. And I would have the sense that the creature, the armor, was the one who cast that spell.
Yes, you did.
Given that his immediate response was like, what the hell was that?
Right.
Okay. Are you wanting us to, like, say the things we're doing first, or are we just going to drop into a surprise round and then we'll do it?
Yeah, let's start with Elif. And it looks like that'll kind of kick things off. So, Elif, looks like you're able to drag Rosie off of this thing.
So I'm casting Expeditious Retreat on myself, dragging Rosie, and we're ducking behind that house down there that I just pinged, because it's because it's 30 feet away. So I'm trying to get her out of sight as fast as possible.
All right, you dash over to the like, kind of bystanders over here, and flip around the house incredibly quickly. It looks like they saw where you went, because both of them immediately turned toward you.
Even though the armor man was getting attacked simultaneously?
Well, yes-ish. So that happened, and then we can kind of also do this. So what is your... let's do Connie next.
Sure. So,
Oh, wait. Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action, so technically I think I would have just used my bonus action and not even technically my move action with the way Expeditious Retreat is phrased. So can I, as an action, try to Eldritch Blast Rosie's bonds off?
yeah, go ahead and give me a...
Do you not own a knife?
I mean, which is faster, a knife or Eldritch Blast?
Which is more likely to leave her with hands?
Fine, I'll use a dagger.
Fine. Just... I mean, to be fair, it's very you.
13. Do I hit the ropes?
Yes, you do. With the dagger, that's totally fine. You cut the ropes, and she seems freed. She smiles like widely, gives you a wink. All right.
Okay.
Beautiful, Connie.
So yeah, Connie would have taken advantage of all this chaos, and kind of led Grom. Like Connie would have been doing some like fight choreography, making it look like Grom is like, leading the action. But
Okay.
Connie will kind of have Grom drift us this direction, and he'll kind of put up a struggle, kind of act like, and then, once he's within range, which for a bugbear is long,
10 feet?
10 feet, Connie will pull out his pike
Okay.
that earlier he used on the demonic beast outside Mikek's house. But in this moment, he will kind of like do this dramatic kind of flick of his wrist with this pike, and it kind of extends into a cooler pike.
Okay.
It is now a
Beautifully described.
Feel
So
free.
lyrical.
Yeah.
So lyrical. A cooler pike.
Okay.
You know, it's
Its temperature dropped by at least 15 degrees.
Yeah.
yeah. But it is now a two-handed pike.
All right.
Because of the specific and marvelous ways in which it extended. And he will, in one fell movement, swing it at this thing. This armored
Okay.
thing.
I believe you have advantage on your surprise, right?
That is not necessarily granted by my surprise attack feature.
Oh, okay.
But if it is technically a surprise, is it technically at advantage anyway?
No.
So it's just normal.
Normal then, yeah.
Maybe. Oh, but once per. Oh, well, okay. So here's so in character. I mean, Connie's being really reckless with
Okay,
his part of the plan here. So he will go ahead and use reckless attack here.
Are you raging?
I'm not raging, but I am using reckless attack, which does give me
Gotcha.
advantage on attack roll, melee weapon attack rolls.
Yes.
It also attack rolls against me have advantage until the next turn. Not that I need to point that out for you, but all right, two-handed pike attack. Here we go.
All right, your pike attack. You swing around, revealing this pike, it extending quickly in your arms as your duster flips mud and rain off of it. You come down hard, straight on the helmet of this thing, and then, dong! No effect.
Even with my surprise attack damage.
It didn't
You're
seem
saying
to be much
that-
of a damage. It just seemed to be very heavily armored.
So the attack
You
roll
did not
itself didn't
pierce
hit.
its armor.
That is immensely disappointing, Andy.
It's concerning. It's definitely concerning moving forward. Is there like magic armor and normal armor, or is all armor the same in this?
No, there's lots of varying, degrees of armor.
All right, then Connie will feel the vibrating, cool two-handed pike in his hands.
Yeah.
And he'll kind of widen his eyes and give a little nod in appreciation of that armor.
Okay.
And then he'll say, sorry, thought you were somebody else.
I'm sure that'll be fine, yeah. All right, and either Cryon or Makek, whoever wants to go here, before we get into...
I think seeing that, Makek will be like, oh, guess we're going then. Letting a car go by, sorry. I'm going to cast Mold Earth on the other hand.
Okay, yeah. Which immediately frees the other wolf, who promptly jumps on the other card.
And that's with my action. And
both of them start to... Yeah.
Makek is going to draw his club and with his bonus action cast Shillelagh on it.
Okay.
And this time, instead of before, it had sort of just formed a when he used it on the quarterstaff, it just sort of formed a turtle shell pattern. It almost looked like it armored. Yeah. The entire club is going to flower and blossom. And over the rain, you're going to hear, I am Makek Tumbledown. And I'm not going to let them burn our home. And I'm just shouting this at the crowd as best I can.
I love it. Give me persuasion with advantage. $12. Yeah, nice. Yeah, with that, people are starting to. Yeah, he's right. He's right. And Cryon, you hear kind of shouts from the crowd. Then, Makek seems to be really riling them up. What would you like to do?
Well, so does this mean that our wolfy friends are kind of on our side, or not necessarily? Like
the ones attacking the guards, at least they're not attacking you. Yeah, for now.
And okay, cool. So, I think one of the first things I'd like to do, if I can, is Cryon kind of gets the attention of Elif, kind of, does a little covert shout, and once he does that, deftly throws her one of his fire darts, since Elif seems to be accomplished in fire, right?
Sure.
I just wonder if she has one of those fire darts, she might be able to do something a little bit more significant than me. Does that count as a move, or am I able to do other stuff?
We'll say that counts just for like 5 feet of movement.
What do I get?
30-some movement left.
Okay, I mean, if the guy that Connie hit really had no reaction at all, I want, from the distance that I'm at, can I test the resolve of his crazy hellbeast by throwing a dart from range at it?
Yeah, absolutely. If you move to kind of the front of the bush, then you're perfect in range there.
All right, cool.
Oof, I'm dying.
We should take our break. We should take our break. The magic is wearing off.
Let's reset. As you throw the darts, the hellbeast seems to see it coming, and it chomps it in midair and just chews on it, breaking the stick into pieces.
Oh, you dudes.
And hey, why don't we take a break here then, real quick?
Oh my god, what a terrible start to this combat.
Let you guys.
This is rough.
Yeah, think about.
I have a pair of wolves mauling guards.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Thank you. Thank you for your part.
Y'all
I love it.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Nah, we're good. We're good. All right. Yeah, we'll be right back. Take a little break. Go to the bathroom. Get something to drink. We suggest you do the same, and then we'll come back for some intense D&D.
We'll be back in
Dumb and Dragon.
a minute, everybody. Keep us in your thoughts.
And no more fish puns. Come on, guys.
You're better than that. Hello, and welcome back to Dom and Dragons. We're just about to get into a fight with some kind of walking creepy suit of armor and his demon dog. The group has made a very interesting place so far. Nice and spread out, good angles. I think we're ready for a fight. We already rolled initiative off camera, so we can jump straight in. Let's go, Elif. You are first.
So I know I should know this stuff because I've been playing D&D for 10 years, but I forget things all the time. This is why I don't DM. Does it count as an action if I want to just drop, like, all my fucking weapons on the ground for Rosie?
No. Nope, totally fine.
Okay. So I'm going to do that, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to say, hey, I know I haven't seen you in, like, 7 years, and this is really weird to have you show back up right now, but protect yourself so we can catch up after this, okay? Okay, good. And then since I still have Expeditious Retreat on, I'm going to just take the dash action and move.
Okay.
Can I still see the dog from there? I assume yes, because it's a large dog on a raised platform.
Yes, you can. Yep.
Okay, and then... So I should tell you what I gave her. I gave her a light crossbow, 20 crossbow bolts, a dagger, and a hand axe.
Beautiful.
Pretty good haul.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Oh, could I also drop... I have leather armor, I think.
That'll take a while to take off.
It's not on right now because I have my mage armor on.
If you drop
just
your
carrying it
entire
around.
pack, then yes, I'd say. Like all of your inventory, if you want to drop it, yeah. But I don't think you have time to root around for it. Yeah.
Sure, I'll drop it all for her. I mean, I'm carrying my focus, so that's all I really need. And can I say that the explosive alchemist kit is separate from that pack? Because I always kind of envisioned it as a separate thing that was strapped onto me.
Sure. Yeah. If
Okay.
it's canon now that it's strapped onto you, yeah. If you're cool.
Sweet.
You're cool giving me that.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like an Elif thing. Okay. So she's well geared to protect herself. And now I'm going to Eldritch Blast this gigantic demon doggy.
Beautiful. Give me a roll.
Sorry, I meant to roll once. 22.
22 hits for 12 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, 12 force damage. Okay.
Did you use the bolt that Cryon gave you?
Yes, and I would chuck it. I would chuck the bolt while I was throwing the Eldritch Blast, just to give it some extra oomph and explosion.
Yeah. Right. All right, so
right?
Yeah, so you sort of position that kind of like flaming stake right between your hands as you do the Eldritch Blast, and a streak of fire shoots over the bush and right next to Cryon, slamming into this dog, the stake as well, sticking into its shoulder. It immediately kind of roars at you and looks your direction, certainly.
Burn, you assholes! I don't know how you got Rosie, or where she was for 7 years. We really need to have a serious talk after this, but fuck you guys! Burn!
Connie, your turn?
Did it do any extra damage, or?
It did seem to, yeah.
Okay.
Did the knight have a I don't know why I'm calling him a knight. I don't know what he is. Bad guy numero uno. Did he have any kind of visible response to Connie saying that he thought he was someone else?
No.
He didn't laugh.
Also really hard to read this guy because he has no face.
Yeah, no face, no laughter. You know what? Connie, it's not often Connie tries to make a wry, self-deprecating joke after a mistake. And if this guy's not gonna do him the damn respect of giving a chuckle, that's gonna make Connie mad. And I'm gonna enter a rage.
Okay.
About that specifically.
Gotcha.
I think I enjoy Connie's rage triggers more than any barbarian I've ever played with, seen played. God damn it, you're doing your hair! Laugh, you asshole!
Yeah. So I'm gonna try again with the pike. This time I don't have advantage, so I don't know. I'm at a loss as to what else I can do here.
Yeah. Do as best you can.
Why did you make this so hard, Andy?
There's something we need to solve. There's
Also-
I feel like there's something that we don't know yet, or something.
Some
right?
strategic puzzle or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, just as a note for you, Adam, with your pike, you could be one more square back and still hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I have 15 feet range on him for sure. I just don't know
Your long arms.
with my long.
You know how some characters are like bound to other characters. You know, like they only start to get damage when their creature or their minion gets damaged or dies. Like, I wonder if that has anything to do with this guy. But I mean, yeah, who knows?
Maybe. Connie didn't hear that though. He doesn't know.
No,
what's
of
going
course.
on. Okay, I'm gonna do this pike attack. See what happens.
All right. 14.
Okay, I'm using my inspiration.
Okay.
What's that? An extra roll?
Yeah, it'll let him re-roll the d20. Yeah.
Unless you were about to say that for some reason the 14 hit in this moment, but I don't think you were going to say
Yes,
that.
we'll never know.
Oh, Andy, you don't play that game.
You're good. Yeah. There's no reason that would hit.
Yeah. So I'm using my inspiration, which I got from being enraged at Elif
Yeah.
in the earlier fight. Let's see what happens.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's okay.
But it's inspiration.
The inspiration allows you to take the best of those two. So the 14 is not a crit.
That's boring. That's boring. Let me take the crit fail.
Adam, this is a tough fight.
I'm gonna fucking server mute him now.
I love it. That's a fun thing, but rules as written. Let's stick with the 14. So
Thank you, Andy.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard.
I take back at least a couple of angry remarks I've made at you when Charity is being set on fire or something.
all right, so you try to come down with your pike straight onto this guy again, right on the helmet, and he very quickly just moves out of the way. Suits of armor should not move at all, let alone this fast. I'm afraid you missed.
Sorry, I thought you were someone else again. You look a lot like some other people that I've met. I'm gonna keep fighting you, though. Is that okay?
That's fine.
I love this.
Do you want to move, Connie?
No, but I wonder what Grom is doing.
Okay.
That's my action. As I
To wonder about
I
Grom.
wonder.
Right. Cryon, it is your turn.
okay. Do I have? Okay. I think I'm just because I've seen both of those attacks now from Connie, who is a tank and a formidable physical character, and neither one of them seems to work. At one point, I was gonna ask, does Cryon have splash damage? Because the configuration of these two characters kind of speaks to that. But I don't think I have any splash damage, right?
Nah, yeah. If you had like acid or something, maybe. But
I
nothing
don't. I do have this ability to run in, attack, and run out. Right? Is that?
Yeah. So if you were to run in, attack, then you can use your a key point to give yourself a bonus action to disengage, and they can't hit you. You're just too quick. So it costs a bonus
and that also. So I guess what I'm trying to do, Andy, is because I'm going to avoid the guy in armor. I'm hoping to run in, get close enough to the crazy beast associated with him.
Yeah.
Deal as much damage as possible, and then get safe. Can I do that in one move, or am I going to compromise getting back out again?
No, you can run into about here, hit the beast once, and then back out to about here without anyone attacking you.
Okay,
If
cool.
you wanted to do that, yeah.
Yo, that is what I'm gonna do. So in terms of rolls,
All right, yeah. Give me a martial arts attack.
fingers crossed. Come on now. Come on.
Came back from a break, so
Yeah. Where is my martial arts? That's kind of.
it should be in the attack section.
Oh, I got it.
A 16
16.
absolutely hits. Yeah.
Ooh, lucky.
All right. Yeah, you run up, flip up in the air, and just kick straight up into the jaw of this beast, and it goes. You heard it, and if you want to use a key point, of which you have 3, you can then bounce out again.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that and bounce out, and that looks as good as. That's the furthest I can go? I can't go. Hang on. I can't go here.
Let me double check with the step of the wind.
Trying to get cover. Some sort.
Not quite that far.
Okay, no worries.
You could kind of go down here around the edge of the house. Not a ton of cover, but it's a little better.
It's a little bit. I'll go for that. I'll go for that option.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done. All right. So the beast turns. It's looking at you, Cryon. It's looking over toward Elif. There's still a burning pile of bushes in the way over there. And then it kind of looks back toward Connie as well. And it's gonna leap off of this, come charging at you, Cryon. It's gonna try to bite at you.
Ooh, that's a lot of die.
But
it's a 10.
It's only a 10. Yeah.
But the first one that mattered.
Yeah, it snaps in the air, just above your head, crashing into the building next to you and gnawing on the wood before it realizes you've ducked out of the way completely too fast for it.
Nice.
All right, McKeck.
Okay, just to reestablish, the wolves are sort of nomming on these couple of guards, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring my shillelagh down on this guard.
All right. Okay.
And he's prone, you said?
He is not prone.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you said he was prone or not.
Yeah.
Oh god, I saw it try to go to a 1. Like, no.
18 hits?
No. 6 bludgeoning then.
That's enough to knock this one out or kill, whichever you're trying to do.
Still knocking out for McKeck.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna, if I could, sort of try to, like,
Yeah.
grab, did he have, like, a staff or a sword?
A spear.
A spear? And, like, toss it to someone in the crowd behind me?
Beautiful. All right.
Maybe that, the lizard folk already had a sword. He was just looking really riled.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And it's just gonna be... And again, sort of McKeck is just turning and looking at the suit of armor. If you think this is a rotting, stinking town, then get out of it and go back to hell!
All right. McKeck, you see the people around you then, like, raise up in a cheer when you said that. Yeah! Yes! They're gonna kind of charge in. A couple of them are gonna run to our friend over here, who's certainly a guard.
You should have made better choices earlier.
Yep, they're gonna run over to this guard. One of them has that spear. He's gonna go ahead and try to attack. here we go. Did you roll, game?
Not for me. I don't know if I should be able to see it, but not for me. There's a club.
There's a club.
There's another club.
All right. The second one hits him. Not enough to kill him. All right. The people are certainly charging, though, than all of the guards around, including Rosie, who's over here and is gonna get a shot off.
On the guard?
Yes. 12 is not gonna, even with her bonuses. Not quite. Oh, no, actually, yeah.
I was like, what the hell kind of guard is this?
Yeah. No, it's fine. And... Alright. Beautiful. Alright. Connie, you see the suit of armor, it stepped toward you with a single motion, pulling a giant great sword from its sheath on its back. It's gonna go ahead and swing at you, I'm afraid.
Bring it on.
Yes.
It did not hit you. The sword just whoosh right next to your cheek as you barely dodge out of the way. As that happened, Grom rushes up, pulling a dagger out from behind him as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, Grom.
Stabbing it straight into the armor, piercing through it. The thing makes a horrid sound in all of your heads, then just this sort of hissing growl, like
Unnecessary.
God, if Connie could rage twice, the fact that he tried to attack this guy twice and missed, and then Grom comes up with a dagger and hits him. Oh, Connie's so mad right now.
Channel it. Channel it.
Elif, your turn.
So line of sight wise, I can still see the dog, but I don't remember how big these dogs are. Can I see it past the crowd that's in front of it?
Yes, it's horse-sized. It's taller than these people, yeah.
Sweet. So I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at it.
All right.
15.
15 for 8 damage. 15 just hits. Beautiful.
Cool. Oh, that's all for my turn.
Okay, Connie.
It's all, folks.
Connie, I realized he could have attacked recklessly on his last turn, so that was my bad. But this turn, yes, he will be.
Yeah, that was on me. You're good.
No, it's on me as the player. You have no responsibility to remind me of that. But yeah, this time I will attack with advantage. Again, because Connie saw Grom pull off that awesome attack, he's going to get reckless to try to be just as cool as Grom.
All right.
Come on, Rogue 20, you can do it. I clicked. We shall be patient.
The anticipation is killing us.
Right?
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah!
Boom.
Or, yeah.
24.
You come down on it. It looks like it's going to catch your pike. And just as it sort of puts up a gloved hand to do that, you pull it back just slightly and stab straight through some of the plate armor right into its shoulder.
Yeah, and you know what?
Damage.
I would like to suggest that I am doing so thunderously. I'm laying this blow upon him in a thunderous way. which when once per turn while raging, when I damage a creature with a melee attack, I can force the target to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
On a failure, I push him 5 feet away from me. I don't know how strategically useful this is, but I'm doing it because I can.
Solid. Yeah. All right. It rolled a 10.
DC 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my strength mod.
So that's it. It failed.
Yeah, you do it. You shove him back. He almost trips, having to stand up on the raised platform again.
Yeah, and I immediately move 5 feet forward into his previous position to try to, again, protecting Grom, because apparently that matters now.
Beautiful. All right, Cryon.
Can I do this? I'm constantly spending these key points. Can I do this open hand technique on my Dougie friend here? How do I add that skill thing to the Roll20 chat, like the way that you guys do? Is it just a drag and drop thing?
If you go over it,
I think it's
there's probably a little speech bubble will appear if you hover over the name of it.
No,
to the right,
but that's okay. Oh, hang on.
If you click that, it should show up. Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So can I do that? I'm hoping to knock this guy prone, because if it's prone, that means what? It's kind of on its back, flailing around, a little bit more vulnerable to hits.
Yes, very good. Yeah, 100%. So make a normal attack, and then you'll spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows, which will give you 2 more attacks. And if you hit on one of those, then you can do one of those effects. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what am I hitting? What am I rolling? A strength check? No, it's not strength.
No, just the martial attack.
Oh, yeah. Just the martial attack. Copy you.
Roll 3 of them if you want, but start with 1. A 15 hits.
15. Oof,
yeah,
okay.
you come crack across its face with just a haymaker. You reposition yourself. Do you want to use a key point to do 2 more?
Yes,
attacks?
let's.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So I just hit this again twice.
Yep.
Well, and technically, the open hand technique is whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by the Flurry of Blows. So roll the first one, and if you hit, it has to do one of those things, which could give you advantage.
Right.
Cool. So look, I rolled a 17.
All right, which absolutely hits as well.
And then I get to choose one of these 3. Is that right?
Yes.
So I'm going to go for the first one, which I think I did last time as well. It must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Dun dun dun.
Right. First one is a 3.
Ooh.
When you slam into it with your palm this time, right into its side leg, a little flash of like blue kind of goes from your hand into the dog itself. Its leg crumples beneath it, and it falls to the ground, still snarling and biting, but it is now technically knocked prone. So now you have advantage on your last attack, which means you can roll twice.
Well, I roll twice and I get to pick the best one, is that right?
Yes,
Or I just roll twice? Oh, okay, cool. And it's just martial attack times 2, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, that's some noob stuff right there.
Yeah, no, you're good. That'll hit, but yeah, roll 1 more just in case.
Just for the heck of it.
12. All right, yeah, so 21 is a better one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, very good. You, as it falls to the ground, you kick it really hard across the face. The light in its eyes immediately goes out, and it starts to try to howl again, but very quickly is turned to dust as you finish kicking through it. Beautiful.
Nice, dudes. Making progress here, dudes.
1 down.
As that happens, Connie, you see the creature in front of you sort of grab at its chest. The lights in the armor flicker just a little bit, and then it comes back and it raises up and stares at you again. Elif, you hear a deep guttural growl from the rooftop above you as one of these hellhounds makes its way to the edge and looks down on you and then howls again.
Shit! Burn it!
But that's all it'll do. McKeck, your turn.
So the crowd and the wolves, I assume, have still looked like they're trying to like massacre the hell out of this guy.
Yes, the wolves are gonna kill this guy then.
Good boys. Good boy.
As the rest of them. Yeah. The goblin starts patting one of them.
So McKeck is just sort of marching down this way.
All right.
It may not be much, but it's ours. And he is going to slam his foot down, and in a 10-foot radius around him, the ground will just begin to shake.
Excuse me.
All right.
Dexterity saving
Apologies,
throw.
that was my sneeze, guys.
There's just a rumble. It cracks a bit of the stage. It's stone there as well. And it's a dex saving throw.
Yep. He'll take 2 bludgeoning and fall prone.
All right. All right, he is knocked down then off of his feet as well. Beautiful.
And that'll be it for me right now.
Right. It is gonna try to stand up, Connie, but you're gonna get a
Hit him.
an attack of opportunity. It'll be
Hell
advantage.
yeah. I should do that now?
Yeah. Oof, 11 slams into his armor, but doesn't quite pierce it again. Just a dong. It looks
sucks.
It looks quite upset, and a tiny bit ragged as it's going to try to make a couple sword slashes at you.
Uh-oh.
Does an 18 hit?
It sure does.
All right, for 5 slashing.
But maybe
and
the
then a
25 doesn't.
25. And then a 25 for 10 slashing. So he carves into you, whoosh, and then using almost the same momentum, turns his blade again and then cuts straight up into you. A little piece of leather from your duster falls to the ground into the mud.
Don't forget to have the damage if you're raging.
Right, that's what I was trying to remember. I have resistance.
So you'll take a 2 and a 5, so 7 damage.
Nice. Thank you.
All right. Something in his movements though, were a little bit clunky. You felt that was even a tiny bit slower than he was before, which is interesting.
Cool.
Elif, your turn.
Dog! And I'm going to take my... It's standing on the roof, right?
Yes,
Right now.
yeah.
So, like, if I move to basically anywhere, I can still see it. Line of sight.
Pretty much, yeah. Do you still have your expeditious retreat?
I do. So I'm
Alright.
expeditiously retreating over to there. And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at the dog.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Does a 7 hit?
A 7. The shot of fire goes over the heads of all the townsfolk, slamming into the roof itself, just in front of the dog. It misses it.
More giant doggies, y'all! Burn all the giant doggies! Burn the giant doggies! That's my turn.
All right, Connie, your turn.
All right, missed opportunity. Not gonna miss it again. Here we go. It's gonna attack recklessly with his two-handed pike again.
All right. A 20. Just hits.
Just hits. Darn.
And
Right.
and yeah, I'm pushing him back. I wanna freak him out. I wanna
Alright.
use thunderous blows again.
Cool, yeah, you bounce him back. He makes a dexterity check.
A strength saving throw
Oh, same. Strength, sorry.
against.
We'll call that 8 that he rolled, though. We'll call that the roll. So it's
Alright,
only
yeah,
a-
he fails.
an 8. He fails that, is pushed back further onto this. And you bounce onto the pad here, I assume?
Yeah, that's what
Alright,
you get
onto
for
the-
not laughing at my raw self-deprecating remark.
Step up then onto the stage, onto the stone stage with him. The two of you are now just heads above everyone else. As this creature is also about 7 feet tall, you are both towering over everyone around you. Cryon, your turn.
Eesh. Okay. I guess a dart would reach him, right?
Certainly, yeah.
I'm just looking at these abilities to spend key points. I only have one left. I might potentially save that just in case this other dog gets out of hand. But I'll throw a dart at this guy and see if I catch him.
Okay. A 20, yes.
Nice.
It does. It hits. All right. As it's going to swing at Connie again, you see just a tiny bit of an opening in the back of its armor, and so intensely quickly, as the townsfolk in front of you are wailing on the guard, the soldier, you throw it just over its head into this creature, and definitely do damage. You can move then too if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll move. How much can he move? He's kind of sprightly, huh?
Oh yeah, he's quick, especially for a half.
If I can get somewhere kind of around like here. Oh,
Sure
I don't
thing,
think
yeah.
you saw that. Did you see that? Like here-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I've got a little bit of cover, but I'm close enough to the creature that maybe I can get at it potentially.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, as you're dashing that way, the burning bush still to your left, you get right at the bottom of the house next to the creature. It leaps off of the roof, landing in front of you, snarling and growling. It puffs up its chest really broadly, and I need you to make a dexterity saving.
Saving room.
Yeah.
That's the same as just a dexterity roll?
Yeah, in the saving throw section. Yep. I think if you click on that.
Which is right above
Click
your
on
skills, right to the right of dexterity.
Got it. Sorry, you dudes.
You're good.
There we go. Thank God.
20.
20.
Very nice.
Phew!
So dexterous.
You leap up into the air, run off of the building behind you, trying to get out of the way of this blast. It shoots straight into the building through a window. It still singes you for
9.
9 damage. but you did not take the brunt of this thing. Phew. All right. I marked your hit points on here. Then you should be good. And McKeck.
So I just saw Cryon get a little bit singed, right?
A bit singed, yeah. Yep. He dodged most of it, but still some of the... As you land Cryon, you're like putting out a bit of a fire on your shoulder.
McKeck is going to step onto the platform.
Okay.
You didn't have to come here. You chose this. And again is going to slam his foot down.
All right, Tremor.
It's not a DC 10. I don't know why it's... What? Right there. It says 13 right there on the sheet.
And it's dexterity?
This one's Dex, yeah.
Okay, he rolled a 19. He was bracing for it this time, his legs spread wide. Though the tremor cracks some of the stage again, he is barely holding on. He is still up.
And then McKeck is just going to sort of gesture at Cryon. And I'm going to use Balm of the Summer Court as a bonus action for 1 die. It's really having to think about this D6, man. Ah, damn. Cryon, you regain 1 hit point. And probably easiest to say, Andy, he also has 1 temporary hit point.
Okay, cool.
As a small flower crown will come into life above your head.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right. And yeah,
Andy, I have the chance to roll again if I roll a 1, but that's only me, right? It's not if another character.
And it's for a D20 as opposed to the result.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, good call, though. Yeah.
There is actually, incidentally, a feat, a thing that you can get as a halfling that lets you let other people in your party re-roll 1.
Oh,
you can.
But that's later.
You can spread your luck, basically.
Yeah,
That's
at some
cool.
point when leveling up, you could take that feat if you wanted. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's a cool one, yeah.
All right, Connie. This thing brings its sword down on you. Hard, maybe? Depends on... There we go. There's the roll.
There's a 1. Oh, damn. I was excited.
It has advantage because Connie is attacking recklessly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's
21 hits.
14 slashing damage, but you only take 7, and the 16 will hit for another 7. So
14
even raging,
total.
14 total. Yeah, that hurt.
Ouch.
You're looking a little bloody there. Grom rushes onto the stage then as well, and is going to try to attack with his smallish blade. A 17 bounces off of the armor, though. He's almost even caught in the grip of this creature as he missed his attack. Elif, your turn.
I'm gonna toss an Eldritch Blast at the demon doggy.
All right. Oof,
12 hit?
12. It just goes a little bit wide. Slams into the the building again that is now catching on fire next to Cryon.
Stupid dog,
Who's now
it's your hit!
Cryon is now between a burning building and a terrifying hell beast.
I was going to say, and a burning hell dog.
This is ridiculous!
It's getting hot, Cryon. It's getting hot.
And I guess it's my turn.
Yeah. You do see Rosie shoot the guard down here. These people next to you, Cryon, have tied up the guard and subdued him as well. And then a few more townspeople, including the goblin with wolves, are now rushing over to help you.
Wolf.
While other townspeople are rushing the beast over here.
Nice. A little bit of help for a change.
Yeah. All right. And Connie, your turn.
What's going on with Grom again? Did Grom run up and join us here?
Yeah, right here. Yep. He tried to hit him but missed.
Okay.
And he almost got grabbed by the creature when he did that.
All right, and I just got hit a couple of times for quite a bit of damage. So Connie's like, ow. And he is recklessly attacking again because I need the advantage.
You are flanking it. You'll get advantage without having to recklessly attack.
I'll get advantage because I've got allies adjacent.
On the opposite
not
side
adjacent,
of.
but on the opposite side.
Oh, and that just is true for anybody.
So we're playing with flanking variant this time? Cool.
I always do it. You guys just never quit an opportunity.
Yeah, all of a sudden Dom starts playing with us and talks about like strategy, and now we learn like, oh, this works.
To be fair, I'm also always a ranged character.
Right.
So yeah, thank you for that, Dom. Okay, cool. So I have advantage anyway. Don't need to be reckless. Nice. Yeah. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, that 18 hits, Andy. Right? It's got hit.
The 20
Right?
just
The
hit.
18 misses.
Why? How? How does the 18 miss?
Its AC is 20. He said that.
You come down hard on this creature, and it grabs your pike in midair, and you just have to wrestle it back from the mighty grip.
That's infuriating because during
It's
the
a scam.
break, I said to Andy, I can't believe that 17 missed. And he said to me, yeah, maybe an 18.
Oh, wow,
Asshole.
Andy.
I'm terrible. I'll admit
Yeah, you could have said, oh, maybe a 20.
it. Cryon, your
That's
turn.
awful. Hey, maybe my turn's not over yet. You ever think
sorry.
about that, Andy?
Yeah, Connie, do you want to move?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. Cryon, your turn.
All right. Well, I have one key point left. I wonder if I want to make this flurry of the blows thing
Right.
occur.
Yeah.
But he's. I mean, do I have to roll a 20 to take any? for this
No,
guy to
the
take
dog
advantage?
is, the hell dog is much easier to hit. You've seen.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah, roll a martial attack first, and then we'll do the flurry of blows attacks. This is your main action.
Come on, buddy.
You good? The 11 missed. You go to punch it in its face, and it snaps at your hand, so you have to pull it back so quickly without getting hit. So go ahead and roll 2 more martial attacks to as your flurry of blows. Oof, the 7 misses as well. The fire and the heat is all around you, and you're having a hard time getting your footing. 1 more martial attack there?
Should we take another brief break?
Yeah, right.
Recharge the dice?
Oh, that's great.
A 16 does hit, though. Yes.
You can impose an
For
effect.
damage.
1 of 3, you did.
Yeah, and then you get to choose one of those effects to try to use if you want.
The effects at the bottom in the open hand technique
Yeah.
section. Or
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's see. So I've done that first one. Yeah. I don't know if I want to push it 15 feet away. I guess I'll do the last one. It can't take reactions until the end of your next turn, so it has to go a full cycle not doing anything with all of the characters doing stuff to it. Is that right?
Yeah, which means you could move and it can't attack you.
Oh, perfect. In that case,
You stunned it. As you did that, it came to bite on you, and as you did that, you just dodged straight out of the way, so it nearly bit the house again, and then you just slammed straight into its throat, and it go like having a hard time breathing, and you can bounce, and if you want, and it can't attack.
I'll go. I'm not sure if you can see that, Andy, but if possible, I'll go somewhere around about here. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you totally bounce out of the way, and it kind of tries to snap at you, but nothing happens there. All right, let's see what a couple wolves can do against this thing.
Wolves with advantage.
Wolves with advantage. All right.
Wolfie.
One of the wolves just bites at the air, snapping at it, just scaring it more than anything. And the other one.
Wolfie!
12 doesn't either, yeah. All right. So, yeah, the little goblin behind them is just like cheering them on, but they're just biting at this thing, not actually doing any damage. The crowd around it, though, also moves in. Rosie's gonna take another shot at the wolf.
At the wolf?
At the
Okay.
down.
I was like, whoa.
No. And there it is. A 9, not quite either. Yeah, this wolf is being hard to hit. All right, McKeck.
Sort of. I was going. Since the giant suit of armor shook off the earth tremor last time, you're gonna see McKeck put away his club and reach up and grab a sumac leaf from his flower crown and sort of rub his fingers against it. Emmy, work with me here. And a blade of flame is going to spring to life in his hand.
Whoa.
This is our town. And I am also flanking.
Yep.
$23.
23 hits.
10 fire damage.
All right. Yeah, you slash into it. Your flame sort of encapsulating the inside of this thing a bit. Flames kind of burn from the inside of the armor, shoot out in little bits and pieces, and then die down immediately as a bit of smoking husk from the inside. It's still up, and it turns to you looking incredibly angry.
I hope you realize how rarely I say this to anyone. I fucking hate you.
You guys, this is a noob question, but why so many dice in that situation? That's the attack, the swords.
So it was
What else is-
It was 2 dice for the 2 rolls that it made, the ones that resulted in a 23 and a 9, and this is the result of a spell, Flame Blade. So its damage is 3d6.
Right.
So it rolls
okay,
3
you have to roll
dice, 6-sided
3
die.
6 dice. Copy that. Thanking you.
All right. This thing is going to make one attack toward Connie and another one toward McKeck. Connie is the... 17 doesn't have advantage.
17 hits.
For 5 slashing, so you only take 2. Then it tries to come down very quickly then on you, McKeck, but you saw its attack pattern easily and stepped aside as it slams into the rock below, missing you entirely, but doing damage.
I'd actually like to counterpose that instead Mikek sort of stepped and then proceeded to just catch the blade on his shield and still just staring at it, slam it backwards. I said, I don't like you.
All right, Elif.
I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast the stupid dog again.
All right. Warlocks, bread and butter. Also, Elif, we talked about this over the break. Don't forget you have inspiration for using all of your spells to save Rosie. Because warlocks.
Which is why I'm Eldritch Blasting a lot.
Which is why you're Eldritch Blasting.
Yeah, I will remember that. Thank you.
Because Eldritch Blast is a cantrip,
It's a cantrip.
Is that right? Yeah.
Warlocks get arguably one of the best damaging cantrips in the game because of all the
Only
classes.
meant to roll one of those.
They gonna need
Wish I'd meant to roll the second. 7 hits, maybe? Yes?
7 does not.
Okay.
But if you wanted to use your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my inspiration. So let's go with the 15. So 7 force damage. Or wait,
right.
I have the 11 force damage? That's not how that works. Never mind.
So yeah, you slam straight into it, blasting a bit of its fur and singeing it off of its head. Yeah, it looks entirely upset and is just gonna start ripping into the townspeople around it if it's not killed soon. Connie, unless you want to move.
No, I feel safe here.
Beautiful, Connie.
Connie will give a look at Mikek. Be like, all right, nice job, Franklin. That was pretty good.
Oh my God.
And he will go in for the flank attack.
All right.
Come on, roll 20. Come on. You gotta be
19
fucking kidding me.
does hit as it is a little slower now for some reason since one of its creatures near it has died. That actually it's about to block your sword out of the way with its hand, but you're too fast and you just strike straight into it, doing 5 damage.
5 piercing.
Plus rage.
Oh yeah, we have not been adding the rage damage
We've not, no.
to any of the others either. It's plus 2, I think?
2. Yep.
So 7 piercing.
All right. Cryon, your turn.
Missing anything else? No,
Well, as a noob, I get to ask some of these noob questions. You know, what are the options here for Cryon? Like, he's not interested in getting over into the fight that Connie is in, but with this creature, he can go because he doesn't have a weapon, right? He can go in and punch and kick him a few times and then run out. He's got no more key points. Like, what?
Yeah, you have a ranged dart attack still if you wanted.
Yeah.
You could throw one of those. Or you could just kind of go all in and rush up and punch the crap out of it into as much as you can.
And then I need to try and get away.
Yeah, and you could get 2 attacks if you did that.
But only 1 dart, obviously. Yeah, all right. I'll run in and see if I can get my incredible kicks going. That type of thing.
All right. Yeah, you run back in next to the townsfolk, next to one of these large lizard folk as well, who are doing some damage to it but having a hard time. So go ahead and give me 2 martial attacks. A 15 hits?
Yes.
All right.
And
A 17 hits for 5. My friend, that is enough with the help of the townsfolk to kill the beast.
Nice.
And as that happens, Connie and Mikek, you see the helmed creature grasp at its throat again, the lights dimming on the inside of it. It seems to be having a hard time kind of standing up anymore. Cryon, yeah, that beast now falls to ash around the townsfolk, and you and everyone around you starts cheering. Mikek, your turn.
Mikek has sort of resumes a full standing posture after he parried the blow away, and twirls the flame blade a little bit and goes for another stab.
All right. With advantage.
24.
24 hits for 8 damage. Mikek, paint me a picture. How do you destroy this creature?
So, as it sort of, I picture it staggering back from the sword being thrown back, Mikek is just going to fall in sort of behind his shield and stab into its chest, and just a gout of flame appears behind it, and then releasing that, just clasp both hands on the side of its head. I said, go back to hell, as he crushes the helm.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The armor falls to the ground, all light within it, ceasing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially out of combat.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for the help, Filbert. Really appreciate it. That was a Twitch chat request.
Okay.
Which, to be fair, was going to be a request from me, if you didn't have it on your list.
Well, you earned it. You got it with that awesome kill. Well done.
Andy, are those darts that I throw salvageable, or do I kind of lose them when I throw them? Like, can I go around and salvage them?
100%. Yeah, you can give me an investigation check to see how much you can find in the ashes of these remaining dogs. 11. Yeah, you find 2 of them, so you can get 2 of those back.
Nice.
The crowd immediately, Elif, the crowd surrounds you, lifts you up on their shoulders, and starts to carry you into the middle of the square, as well as Cryon. Everyone is cheering. They try to lift you up, Connie and Mikek, but they're having a hard time, so they just like
Lift with your legs. Lift with your legs.
Where's Rosie? Is she hanging around?
Yeah, Rosie's right in the middle of this, cheering, and she's looking at you, gives you another wink.
I'm gonna do that thing that you see people do sometimes, where like they point at their eyes with their 2 fingers, and then they point at the person with 2 fingers, and do that at her. But I'm smiling. I just don't want her to leave.
You can't help Cryon and Elif smile at this as the people are starting to kind of dance with you on their shoulders and spin you in circles. Connie and Mikek, Grom comes up to the both of you and tears in their eyes. And they say, "I could never have asked anyone to do what you all have done for me. I will help you as any way I can to find your sister. I could not leave this place without that."
I appreciate
If you
that.
if you think she has anything to do with that shipment coming in tonight, I can pretend to be one of the captains. And then he turns into that surly-looking captain that you've seen several times in this
The outrageously
place.
German one?
The outrageously German captain says, "I think things are about to look up." And the crowd is again chanting and cheering for Cryon and Elif, who now look over at Connie and Mikek. All of you are exhausted. Sweat is kind of matting your hair, but the rain is hitting hard and washing that away. You feel decent for the moment. You feel one step closer, but there's still a ways to go to find Kalia, which we will do next time.
Oof,
So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes tonight's episode of Dom and Dragons.
Nice.
That was tough. Good job, you guys.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That I threw a lot at you there. That was pretty amazing. Well done. Cool. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for giving us a follow on Twitch. You can find this on Twitch in our video section for a couple weeks after they air. And we're moving them over to YouTube then, where you can find us at Helpful Good Gaming. You can also check this out on the podcast, which is Goats and Dragons, which you can find anywhere you get your podcasts. Man, thanks so much to everyone for playing. Thank you so much, Dom. Again, another amazing night. We're having so much fun playing with you, man.
A lot of fun. Before we head out, quick thank you for the follow, AC951. Thank you for the gifted subs, Azir Herald and Tibby Taboo. Thank you so much for those. We super appreciate that. And Jade Draconis, Samwise the Pooh, and Tibby Taboo, thank you so much for the bits.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Yeah, we have an awesome community here. Everyone's so nice and welcoming and having a good time. If you want to keep that party going, you can type !Discord in the chat, and that'll give you a link to our Discord, and you can join us there, where we just kind of hang out and play games and talk about nerdy stuff, and it's a good time. I
think maybe, Andy, we had talked about it, but I have to do a couple, over the next few weeks or so, I have to record a couple of kind of audiobook podcasts for work, so it feels like it makes sense to possibly go once in the week instead of twice, but I'm sure you'll let all your friendly, helpful goat people know about that.
100%, yeah. Basically what Dom's saying is he'd like to continue playing with us, which is awesome, and we would absolutely love to do that. And yeah, we'll get that schedule out and promote that as they come.
That's awesome. Are we shooting for Wednesday the 29th for the next session?
That sounds good to me. Yeah, I think I can do that.
I think we're going to wrap up this particular arc at that point. So you'll definitely want to be here for that. And then we'll continue the shenanigans of these individuals to whatever end they choose to go.
Nice.
Thanks so much for everyone checking it out. We love you so much. Stay safe, hang in there, everyone out there. We hope we could give you a bit of a respite from the crazy world around you. We're just having such a good time, and we hope you were too. From all of us on Dom and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Bye, friends.
Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Stay safe. Be well. Love y'all.
Insert fish pun here.